Hello everybody, we are going to Takatsuki on the Hankyu line train from Kyoto, and it's located pretty much right between Kyoto and Osaka. So you can see we start at Kyoto Kwaramachi station, and if you take the express train you can get there in 20 minutes, and if you continue on you reach Osaka, so Umeda station. Okay, and it's sort of a bed town, and a lot of people commute to Kyoto or Osaka for work, and it's been really growing in the last probably 10-20 years. It's also famous for a jazz street festival they have in May. And you see very typical arcades, lots of restaurants. This is a chain, izakaya chain. And yeah, you can see everything's a bit more flashy compared to Kyoto. This is like a takoyaki izakaya. And yeah, so it's famous for their standing bars now. And first place we went to is called Shomin. And their original branch is actually in Kyoto, in Omiya. This is how it looks like. And it's super small in Kyoto. And it's really, really popular, very, very old. And I think now there's about 3 or 4 branches in Osaka. Okay, super cheap beer. You get a draft beer for 300 yen. The food is usually under 300 yen as well. So it makes for a great place to get a snack or a drink. And they're open from the afternoon as well, so early drinks. And next place, this is, I didn't know about this, called Banjaku. Amazing place, very, very local vibes. Again, very, very small. I think maybe only 10 people can enter. Crazy menu, very, very hard to read, but it shows a lot of personality of the owner. And I heard this place has been open for 60 years, okay? And I think his father, the owner's father, started it. And it opens at 4 p.m., but we were the first ones in, but it quickly filled up soon after. And you can tell it's very hard. It's a one-man operation, this guy. So he cooks everything, serves the drinks, does everything by himself. Okay, and again, drinks are a little bit more expensive than Shomin, but still very average. Very extensive menu, everything from oden to fried foods. This is sort of like a spinach and soup that we had, and then we moved on to oden as well. Yeah, so you think about 60 years ago, Takatsuki pretty much wasn't that developed, so it's amazing that it's lasted this long. And apparently it's very, very famous. Everybody who likes Tachinomi, they know about this place in Takatsuki. So yeah, I was really happily surprised to be able to go to such a local place. Okay, and then some gizzard, and then this they said was like fried egg, but actually it's more like tortilla in Spanish food. But anyway, I was happy about that. Okay, so it's just 3 of us that are drinking. And my friend Yuko, she lives in Takatsuki, so she actually introduced us to this place. Yeah, super, super cool, and hope to go back sometime at Banjaku, and very close to the station as well. Third place we went to is a place called soo san. Again, very near the station. Again, small place, right, 10-12 seats. This is my first time here. And again, drinks are pretty cheap as well. You can see under 400 yen for most drinks. We just made a quick pit stop. We didn't stay too long. And yeah, again, very similar menu. Izakaya foods you can get. Okay, very popular with the locals. As you can see, lots of people come here by themselves. A newer place, so not so many local vibes, but again, it's like 1 minute from the station, so very, very convenient. Alright, start with highball again, and then dashimaki egg, This is a very standard izakaya menu in Japan. It's basically like rolled eggs, like an omelet. Okay, and then we had the seafood chichimi, which is like a Korean food. It's like a Korean, almost like a pancake, with some bits of green onion and seafood inside. So yeah, Susan, very easy, simple. And the fourth place, we went to a bit of a walk, but it was called Rakusho, and a surprisingly big Tachinomi, okay, standing bar. You can see the other places just had a counter. This place actually has like tables for groups. So these sort of like island tables. And you see lots of local OG people hanging out here. Yeah, very cool. And we was recommended the eel liver, sort of like a braised sort of dish. I love eel, so very happy to have this. Again, like I think one of the great things about Japan is you can get a drink any time of day. Compared to, I was recently in Taiwan. In Taiwan, it's very hard to find a drink during the day, but Japan, it's like heaven, really. Okay, and then a trip on the Keihan line to Kyobashi Station. All right, so this is, I would say about 45 minutes away from Kyoto, closer to Osaka city. Quite a big station and famous for its bars and standing bars especially. Okay, first place we went to is called Shomin. Main branch is in Kyoto. Not as small as the Kyoto branch, but still very small. Just a counter, a L-shaped counter. Drinks are super cheap. You get a lemon chuhai for 250 yen. Okay, foods are also super cheap, usually under 300 yen. So we had a sashimi platter, some fried chicken, karaage, and a dashimaki egg. Okay, and I'm a big fan of shrimp, so I had to take the shrimp sashimi here. Again, pretty big size. Okay, and if you look at their drinking menu, everything is pretty much under 400 yen or 300 yen. It's pretty amazing how they make a profit. And some maki sushi with toro, so tuna. Okay, so Shomin, yeah. Next place we checked out close to the station was called Motsuyaki Matsui. So motsu just means like innards or offal. And started with oden. They had surprisingly quite a diverse menu. So oden, some grilled sticks or grilled skewers, and then also fried foods. Okay, some fish, and then we had fried chicken, the thigh. Okay, so yeah, surprising, very near the station, super convenient, super easy, and cheap. Okay, and the third place we went to was called Shochikubai, which means pine, bamboo, and plum in Japanese. And this was a 2-story building that was packed at like 2 p.m. It was absolutely amazing how many people were here during the afternoon. So we just had a very quick snack and drink. You can see sake for 140 yen. We had a snack of tompeyaki, which is pork and omelet. Okay, so yeah, if you want to have a drink in the afternoon or bar hop, Kyobashi is a great place to go. Okay, see you next time.